Show Bafetu, back again with different kind of video. Now I barely ever do this kind of videos, but I think it's what I'll be focusing on lately. So now I'm covering 5 different ways to make money out of your own production. Now I'll be talking about something that I personally have experienced myself and have implemented. So there's definitely more kinds of ways to make a bit of sense when you're a producer, but I'll talk about what I know for sure. So now guys, first things first, this is not a shortcut to being rich or something else, and it takes quite a lot of time to actually make a little cent when you are an underground producer, especially here in South Africa. So anyways, let's get into it. The first one that I'll be talking about is obviously your royalties. If you are a music producer, you actually have made tracks for yourself, make sure you get someone to distribute your tracks, and then from there your tracks will be uploaded on various streaming sources online. Now back in the days this was done through some record labels, but you don't really need that nowadays because there's a lot of distributors like DistroKid, CD Baby and Chunko. Then from there everyone streams it, you get to accumulate a little bit of amount. I have managed to upload a lot of tracks online because I remember when I dropped my first EP, it was under Urban Mystic Sounds, and I dropped an EP under Way Up Music, and I'm also going to be dropping another EP under Push Doctor Records. So I'll be getting some kind of money out of those streams over a long period of time. So those are royalties whereby you get paid for people listening to your music, and when your tracks play, say on radio or other online platforms or anywhere else, you get a little bit of cash for that. Now secondly, what I want to talk about is performance. Now when I say performance, I actually mean gigs. For someone who's electronic music producer, then trying to get gigs is one of the best ways to make money. I think this is one of the important ways people are making serious cash nowadays, because if your name is out there and you actually get booked in different kinds of places, then obviously you'll be having a booking fee, and every time you play per hour or how long you play, you'll be charging for that. Now to getting booked, that's one of the hardest part to actually moving from being yourself to being recognized and getting booked. So that's why you have to put in the work. You work on your product, which is your tracks, you work on yourself, which is your brand. So from then you'll get to accumulate some kind of fans, and a lot of fans. From there you'll be getting called all over, and you'll be making some money every time you get to play. So you have to work on that. If you're a producer now, you don't know how to play decks, try someone to teach you. Go to a local club, get a few lessons there, because one day you'll be needing those. Even I myself, I think I started production a very long time ago, around 2013, but I only got serious into production around 2016 or so. So from then I didn't know how to play decks. I didn't know anything about DJing. All I was focusing on was my own music production. So from then, that's when I got calls, people wanting me to come and to perform my tracks on some particular club. So from then, that's how I knew that I had to know how to play decks. So it was a bit late for me, because I had received about 3 bookings, which I had to cancel because I couldn't know how to play. So all the bookings that I managed to lose those 3 bookings. That's when I told myself, okay, now it's about time. I checked, I found someone to teach me how to play and all that stuff. So yeah, for that, shout out to Zoro, Black Tribe, Lystor and Kendo. Those are the 3 guys who mainly taught me how to get on the decks. And yeah, so from then things started happening. 2018, I got bookings from Cape Town. Even this year, I recently played in Pretoria on the Push Doctor party with DJ Shimza. Last year I was playing locally. 2017 I was playing. You see guys, that's what I mean. You must know how to play. If you don't know how to play now, try to make ways, guys. Try to make ways. Okay, the third one, which I have managed to implement also, is this thing you're watching right now. I'm actually advising each and every one of you guys, if you're watching this, just start up your own channel, guys, because in the long run, it will pay up. It will come back and make you some little bit of money. My channel recently got monetized now, and it's making a small amount of cash, but I'm thinking in the future, maybe next 5 to 10 years, I'll be making a lot more money than right now. So if you also are producing, my advice is you make your own tracks bit by bit, upload them on your own channel, share your links and all that stuff bit by bit. You can even make tutorials just like myself. Maybe those will work out for you too, but all I'm trying to say is just open up your own channel, and then from there you surely grow an audience from there. Once you have an audience, guys, there's many ways you can actually make money. If you have an audience, people will listen to your tracks, and then a lot of things may happen from there. You never know. Just start up your own channel, guys, and upload your tracks there, and then share them with people like us in this community. We will listen to your tracks and jam to it. That's one way of also growing your brand. Okay, now to the fourth thing that I'll be talking about is merchandise. Now merchandise is something like this thing here. Now Way Up Music, I'm assuming some of you may know it, some of you may not. Way Up Music is by King Touch, Chronicle, Chip and Edward. It's the record label which they launched and are running together. So they have these t-shirts and caps, and there's a lot of stuff they are selling there. So I'm also a supporter of the label, so I bought this t-shirt from the label itself, which is Way Up. This one of mine was $300. So imagine if there's a lot of sales they are making, so they'll accumulate a lot of money with the merchandise. So merchandise doesn't really have to be t-shirts only, because that's what I've been seeing. A lot of people are being stuck with t-shirts. It's not just about the t-shirts. You can make wristbands. I think you can make coffee mugs also. There's caps, and there's sweaters too. Yeah, and I also managed to do one of these. As you can see, they are again ironic. So I'm also getting back to this, guys, soon. So I'll be selling these also right now. These were the first batch that I printed out. I think it was last year. I printed about 6 t-shirts only because I was testing it out at first, and the whole 6 t-shirts managed to sell out, and I only got to manage to keep this one for myself. So even now, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be selling a few more of these t-shirts, which are my own brand. So guys, if you are interested in getting one of these, just get into contact with me. I think I will sell them for about $220 or $200. Yeah. And one more other thing, I think this is the fourth thing. This is the fourth one, which I also have implemented and continue implementing. It's selling your tracks as exclusive tracks. Now, selling your tracks as exclusive tracks is like selling your own tunes not to everyone, but maybe if your tracks before their release date, few of many DJs, because I know DJs usually love to play unreleased tracks. So they may get into contact with you so that they promote your own track before it gets released. So that's how it usually happens. Most of my tracks, I'm never even going to release them. I won't lie about that, because I have people who are buying them as exclusives. Now, when someone buys your tracks as exclusive, they obviously are willing to pay a much higher price than the normal one. So some tracks I usually just sell them as exclusive. Like for example, even now the soundtracks that you've been listening on this video are on my own exclusive pack. 6 tracks, yeah, it's 6 tracks, and I'm selling those 6 tracks for 150 rands. So if you are interested in getting one of those tracks, just let me know. Now these tracks, I'm barely ever gonna release them because they are only exclusive tunes. So people who want my own exclusive tunes usually come to me and ask to get tracks to play on their mixtapes, for example, because I know guys play them on decks. Some guys play them on the podcasts that they usually do, because I know people run weekly podcast or monthly podcast whereby they release mixtapes on a frequent basis. That's what I mean. So those type of tracks, they're always hard to get. So guys, this is my own pack. It's actually 6 tracks, 6 exclusive tracks, 150. Hopefully you are enjoying them for now and you will continue to like them. Yeah, the 5th thing that I'll be covering on, I think this is the last one, it's ghost production. Now ghost production is something that people are sleeping on. A lot of people are sleeping on ghost production. Makes a lot of money, guys, and it's just like these FLPs I keep on doing here. Those are my products, guys. Those are my products. I know many of you guys come to me and say, I must share the FLP, I must share the FLP. I mean, guys, it's my own choice. It's my own choice. I'm the one who did the product. You always have the courtesy of seeing me doing it in front of you, but the product is mine at the end. I'm the one who's supposed to choose. Okay, I'm deciding I'm going to give this FLP for free to everyone, which I think is okay for some promotion, but most of the times those FLPs, people usually watch them and like the whole end idea after that particular video and come to me and say, can I please have that FLP for my own? I'm going to complete it and release it as my own track. So we negotiate a price from there. For someone who likes the FLP, and me as the owner, they pay me, I give them the FLP, and everything works out. Simple like that. Some of them guys come to me and asking for tracks which are already produced and completely produced, mixed, mastered and everything, and someone wants the track as their own. So what I usually do, I tell them, okay, this is my price, and it's not just a small amount of price, guys, because I remember I sold one ghost product to one of the producers. I obviously I'm the ghost producer, so I won't be able to mention the artist themselves, but I managed to sell one of my tracks for 3,000 rand, which is about, I don't know, $300 or something like that, and that's a lot of money, guys. Now imagine if you would sell those frequently, how much money you'll be sleeping on, because there are a lot of famous DJs these days getting tired of playing people's tracks, and someone wants to play his or her own track, but the thing is they don't want to put in the work to produce post-production. To learn production, it takes a lot of years, but someone is already there in the industry and is already doing big things, so doesn't even see why they should start from the bottom. So what they do is they just buy tracks from people like us who don't have money but are able to produce. So that's the simple thing, and that's the 5 main things that I usually do to make a little bit amount of money. Even those things, guys, they don't. Even if you can try to experiment all 5 of them, they don't mean you're gonna get rich right away. Some of them won't work out, so you have to work on a lot of things as a brand. But for now, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to keep some of these videos coming. For now, sharp, and take it track is 6 150 is 10. Buy my t-shirts also, otherwise it's okay. Sharp.